For many business owners, a source of frustration with 401k plans have been not only the roller coaster ride in the stock market, but also lack of control and flexibility. Here to discuss options the business owner may not be aware of is David Cole of Sedona, Arizona. Good to meet you, David. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
All right, so typically 401ks are fairly restrictive in their investment choices and flexibility for the business owner while the plan is in force. What, if anything, has changed regarding these issues?
Well, Scott, I think that business owners all around the country are really frustrated with the performance of the stock market and their 401ks. I talk to advisors almost every day, and they pretty much tell me the same thing. They say, Dave, it's like I take one step forward and slide 3 steps back. So people don't quite know what to do. In fact, if you would ask a typical business owner, can you give me a date in the future that you know for a certainty that you could afford to retire? Most people can't. They just don't know. In fact, just last week I was reading an article in a national publication, and it proclaimed the good news that the new retirement age was 70. I don't really think that's good news, unless, of course, you planned on retiring at age 80.
So, David, is there any good news for business owners when it comes to their 401k plans?
Well, actually there is. The last few years have been a rough ride for people with their 401ks, but the dark cloud that's been hanging over 401ks is showing some signs of a silver lining. Some administrators are actually listening to the business owner's demands and allowing them to have self-directed control of their personal 401k investments.
David, would you explain self-directed control and what that means for a business owner?
I guess the simplest explanation would be self-direction allows you to invest your money as you see fit in a way that you feel good about. It actually, a self-directed 401k actually lets you take back control of your money. So instead of just being limited or forced to pick from a long list of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, you as a business owner, through self-direction, can easily invest in alternative assets such as real estate.
So this is definitely a new advancement for 401k plan design. Can you talk about how this might work for a business owner?
Well, Scott, no matter how much a business owner wants to really call the shots on the investments in their 401k, it just isn't going to happen unless their administrator will allow them to have 100% control of a special checkbook set up for their 401k. So let's say that you are a business person, you have one of these self-directed 401k checkbook plans, and you want to diversify into fully developed building lots, perhaps. And you want to do it now because, pardon my pun, they're dirt cheap. You're going to hold them for 3 to 5 years, and then you're going to sell them for whatever those gains are. When you have the 401k checkbook in your hand, it's as easy as writing a check to purchase those lots as an investment of the 401k. Then down the road, when you decide to sell those building lots, all the proceeds are received by your 401k. That's called tax-free real estate investing.
David, finally, how can someone take advantage of this?
Scott, that's the real challenge. There's only a handful of advisors throughout the nation that really are aware this can be done. So if you're a business owner, I guess my best advice to you is you have to search out and find one of these advisors that's knowledgeable in this strategy and, more importantly, has a relationship with an administrator right now, an administrator that will allow 401k checkbook control.
My guest has been Dave Cole in Sedona, Arizona. Dave, thank you so much.
Always glad to help.
And you're watching Annuity News Now.